Hello everyone and welcome back to Collection Log Completionist, the series where I try to fill 1,000 slots in the collection log. I don't think I've mentioned this before, but I will be uploading one of these every single Wednesday, so do look forward to that. Without further ado, the goal for this video is to fill up at least 50 slots in the collection log, which should be quite easy to achieve with the methods I've got. And so to start us on our quest of filling as many slots up in the collection log in this episode as possible, we're going to be getting 10 knocked out, hopefully really fast. There are these Fossil Island notes, which go into your Fossil Island notebook, which you can get from these weird stone chests that are located inside of the lighthouse thing on Fossil Island, straight by the Fossil Island teleport. I brought enough for 51 tries. Well, actually it's 50 tries because you have to insert one Numalite to get the chest ready to go. And there are three things that can happen when you open this chest. Either nothing can happen, which is great, thanks for that one, Chagix. You can take damage, which is also fantastic, or you can get a page for the notebook. So let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens. Nothing happens. So I don't exactly know what the odds of getting a page are, but hey, we got our first page in 3 tries. Hopefully we can get all of the pages within this, so let's go. I was just about to stop because I'm like about to die. I have 9 health, but it looks like we got all of the notes, so let's add these all to the notebook real quick, and I think that should be all 10 of the notes that we needed for the completion. Oh my god, that was that was an interesting experience. Let's see, is that all 10? Yay, we did it! 10 slots in the collection log. Good hard work always pays off. Next up on our agenda is knocking out these Chompy bird hats. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them for now. Each hat is unlocked at a milestone of how many Chompy birds you've killed, and I've killed just over 1,000 because I did the Elite Western Provinces diary. So let's talk to Rance. Oh, I lost my stabby chucker. Sure, I'll buy that. And then we are going to ask him for a hat. Can I have a hat, please? Yeah, check out my bow. And he's going to give me, like, a lot of hats, as you can see, up to the amount that I've gotten for 1,000. Now, I believe the highest amount of birds you have to kill for the highest tier of hat is, like, 5,000 or something. So I'll probably won't go all the way for this one. Maybe one day, but not anytime soon. A couple more of these are more reasonable. But yeah, we just got 13 items knocked out in the collection log for nothing. And now it's time to abandon all these hats because there's no way in hell I'm putting those bad boys in my bank. And here we are at a place where we will unlock 7 new items in the collection log, and that is at Creature Creation, which is underneath the Tower of Life. You remember the Tower of Life quest, right? One where you gotta free this little dude from the cage. Well, if you actually climb down this ladder, there is a terrifying place where you can create monstrosities by combining some items together on these altars. So for example, we're going to combine a giant frog's legs with some raw cave eel, and we are going to create an absolute disaster called a frog eel. This is an unholy abomination which should never be seen on this planet, but each type of creature down here has the chance to drop a tea flask and a specific kind of satchel, which are all part of the collection log, as you can see here. Speaking of which, we actually just got the plain satchel on our first kill, so I didn't, have to buy this many giant frog's legs. These are 5,000 gold each on the Grand Exchange, by the way. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves all of these satchels, which means killing 6 kinds of absolute abominations.
That's the cutest fucking thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
So there we go. We have knocked out another fabulous piece of content in this beautiful game, Creature Creation, and we got 7 out of 7 unique items. Feels amazing. Plus, we added to our Eye of Newt collection. Let me just throw those bad boys in there. Yep, still 42 mil. Another unique item from the collection log in the miscellaneous section, which is what we're tackling next, is the Hespori seed, which is very, very common to acquire from checking the health of mahogany trees. So let's really hope I get one. No on that tree, no on that tree, please. No on this tree, but that's okay. We're going to keep planting mahogany trees. They're really cheap to plant, and it looks like I am actually going to have to start spending money on farming again because I'm going to need more than just one Hespori seed, as the Hespori boss also has some drops that go into the collection log. Next up, we have the 2 Scepter pieces I don't have from the Stronghold of Security, the top and bottom. The first piece we get here from Flesh Crawler is about a 1 in 33 drop chance, so it really should not take us too long here. Hey, there we go. We got the bottom of the Scepter at 57 kill count of Cave Horrors. Now to go get the next part, the top of the Scepter, which are from Catabal Table pawns. I don't know how to pronounce this, but they're these weird beasts on the 3rd floor, and it's also a 1 in 33 drop rate. So hopefully it doesn't take too long. Oh, finally, there's the Scepter, man. It took 94 kills. 94 kills for a 1 in 33 drop. I'm happy to go dry here, as long as it doesn't mean I go dry on some of these other grinds. But yeah, there's 2 more things, and now moving on to the next beautiful, beautiful, beautiful items. The fresh crab shell and the fresh crab claw. Yes, those are real. So to get these 2 drops, you have to kill these crabs from the Recipe for Disaster quest. Oh, I have to go pick up 5 rocks. Okay. But the drops are really common. I think they're like 1 in 8 or 1 in 4, depending on what level of the crab you kill is. So I shouldn't be able to go dry on this. I should be able to get these pretty easily. Hey, there we go. There's the fresh crab claw. Now we just need that fresh crab shell. There we go, the fresh crab shell and another fresh crab claw. Look at that, dude. We're making big progress on the collection log today, boys. Now I'm going to be AFKing a little bit, and what I'm going to start doing on my AFK grinding for now is working on getting the big fish. First off is the big bass. These are just fish that you can mount in your trophy room that are rare, that you have a chance of fishing instead of the regular fish. So the first one is the big bass. That is a 1 in 1,000 chance to catch when you catch a bass. This one's going to take a lot longer than it sounds, because you also catch raw mackerel, raw cod, leather gloves, caskets, all this crap while fishing with the big net. So this is a long grind. The next one's the big swordfish, which is 1 in 2,500. Not as bad, because you only catch swordfish and tuna at that spot. And lastly, the raw shark is 1 in 5,000. But thankfully, I think you only catch sharks when fishing at shark spots. So it's going to be a long grind, but it's just something to do while I'm AFKing, and hopefully we can nab some of these fish in the future. So I've been fishing for a while, but now I kind of feel like heading out into the wilderness. So let's try and get some drops from the Chaos Fanatic. It's not a very commonly killed boss because its drops are shitty. So we're just going here for the Malediction Shard 1 and the Odium Shard 1. The boss is really easy to kill, and I'm going to even be using a cannon plus my secret weapon, the crossbow. I've never used this thing, but I've heard it is absolutely insane in the wilderness. Plus, its price is dropping like mad. It's only 17.5 mil right now, which is totally ridiculous. I might even hold on to this thing so we can go to Revenants sometime soon, as I don't really have any drops from Revenants in the wilderness, but they have a lot of unique stuff to get, so might head there one of these days. But for now, let's go kill the Chaos Fanatic and hope for his drops. Each shard has a 1 in 256 drop rate, but I think that it's just a 1 in 128 chance of hitting the table of both shards, so should be able to get a drop relatively quick, I hope. Let me just tell you, this man has no idea what he's in for. So here's exactly how I'm doing the kills. Also, I started with 8 kill count. We'll see how long it takes me. So you just kind of set up a cannon 3 squares to the right of this little Chaos Rift and 1 north. I'll mark that tile right there. Oh, I messed up. Mark that tile. And then I'm just going to let the cannon shoot him, and I will use the crossbow and run around him. It's pretty simple. I mean, the boss goes down super fast. The crossbow is quite insane. He just shoots this green attack that you gotta dodge every now and then, and that's that. So I'll see you guys back in like 100 kills or something when I've gotten a drop. Alright, here we go. Kill count 100. What do we get? A shark. Fantastic. No unique loot seen so far, but come on. We're getting close to the drop rate of 1 shard, so we should be able to pull something out soon. Well, our first drop, an ancient staff. That is just as rare as getting a shard, but not as happy. Not as happy about that. 200 kill count with no drops at Chaos Fanatic. Never lucky. Yeah, sure. Why not just add another ancient staff to the collection? Oh, I just realized we're over 256 kill count, which means we're more than double dry for a drop from Chaos Fanatic. Where's the luck, man? Where did it go? 300 kills at the Chaos Fanatic. No drops yet. Oh, man. I am really regretting choosing this as our next boss to go to. I think when we get our first item, I'm out. Like, I don't think I'm staying for the second piece. We'll come back for that later because this... Whew. Here we go. 3 times the drop rate. Let's go. 400 kills at a dead content boss without any redeeming drops. I love it. Another ancient staff. This is a good game. Wow, is my looting bag really full? Damn, that's a lot of loot. I'm sorry I've been complaining so much, you guys. It's just that grinding out Chaos Fanatic makes me so sad. But you know what makes me happy? Raids Shadow Legend. I'm just kidding. You know, I think the joke has gone on long enough. 500 kill count is where I'm actually going to end it off at. There is no way I can keep doing this. I thought this was going to be a nice, quick, clean, easy boss to get a drop from, but it seems like the Chaos Fanatic is not our friend. 500 kill count, no drops. It's been a depressing journey. Let's go do something else. Alright, we got ourselves another mystery box. What do we get? We get nothing. I hate this game. Well, our big bass hunt was, well, not short-lived. I wanted to say short-lived, but it's been long-lived. I was fishing in Catherby for a while, for like 2 days almost of AFKing, which means I fished probably around 1,500 to 2,000 bass in that time. And then I switched to the fishing guild because I realized I could bank them and keep track of how many I fished. And I fished like 1,400 more. Let me remind you that the big bass is a 1 in 1,000 rate of catching. So pretty dry of that and kind of burned out on going for that. So I'm going to switch over my AFK grind from fishing to something else. Also, as you can see, I've gained almost 600,000 post-max fishing XP pretty much exclusively from going for this. So I'm pretty done. So I'm selling some stuff off to buy some gear, and I bought this crossbow a couple days ago for I think like 17 mil or something like that. Let me see if I can find where I bought it. It might be too far back. Yeah. Oh, here it is, 17.5 mil. And I just sold it for 22. So if you guys want merching advice, definitely shoot me a message. So the thing that I was selling all of that gear for is a Sanguinesti staff, which might seem a little strange, but I promise it makes sense. The next thing we're going to be grinding out AFK-wise for the collection log is going to be Mithril Dragons. No, it's not. I gave up on this after like 3 hours. Oh my god, finally. Finally, we got a chewed bone. I have killed 132 Mithril Dragons for this chewed bone. I got 2 ancient pages, but, you know, that's it. We got 1 chewed bone. So I think I've changed my mind on grinding out Mithril Dragons as my AFK activity. Instead, I'm just going to get the ancient pages from the skeleton corpses, and I'm going to AFK something else, because the Dragon Full Helm is, according to my estimates, about like a 170 to 200 hour grind with the Sanguinesti staff, and that is going to cost me so much money that maybe it's not worth it. So I'm not going to go for the Dragon Full Helm, at least not now. Maybe I'll change my mind in the future, but we're putting that grind on hold. Hey, another Freaky Forester random. What do we get this time? No, I haven't left any valuables on the floor. We get the Lederhosen hat, like the best fashionscape in the game. Look at that, it's beautiful. And also, of course, the slot for the Lederhosen hat in the collection log. So, since I'm not going to be camping Mithril Dragons, I want to just get the Barbarian My Notes section of the collection log completed. And to do that, I'm going to be rummaging through these skeleton corpses in the ancient cavern. So I'll give a quick rundown of the method. If you want a more detailed video on this, I'll leave a link in the description of one I found that's really good. But basically, you start from there, you check that skeleton, this one, and then we will run all the way north to the 3rd skeleton that's on the main floor. Do note when the skeletons hit you, they will deal a little bit of damage, and the lower your health, the lower the damage it'll deal to you. So it's good to wait until you're in like the 20s or 30s of your health to heal, and there's about a 1 in 13 chance of getting a page from rummaging one of those skeletons. Once you're done with all 3 of them, just run back to the spot and world hop. It's as easy as that. So I'll see you guys in a couple hours once I've got all these pages. There's a slight problem with my math on the My Notes thing when I said it would only take a couple hours, because it's been a couple hours, and as you can see, I've only gotten a couple, and I'm still missing 4. That's because you can get duplicates here for some reason, which is just rude. It's just one of those old pieces of content that hasn't been revisited that's just super annoying and grindy to get through. I mean, I've literally been here for several hours, and I think I've gotten like 5, so I'm going to hold this grind off for another time. It should be easy to finish off. With all the RNG things I've been doing recently, I just can't push myself through this again. I just don't want to burn myself out. So we've gotten over 60 items added to the collection log this episode, and I'm pretty happy with that. Time to chill here at the big ol' redwood tree and pray for a beaver pet. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I really do appreciate it. If you'd like to support the channel, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to see some more in the future. Also, don't miss my streams over on Twitch. I stream almost every day. Oh yeah, the bank value is now 691 mil. We lost like 16 million gold this episode. Nice.